Put a finger up if you plan to study at night but you always end up sleeping throughout the night because you just couldn't wake up. Put a finger up if you plan to study at night but you end up sleeping on the study table. Put a finger up if you take snacks to study to keep you awake but you end up finishing all the snacks and sleeping right immediately after. Put a finger up if you click this video because you are tired of sleeping throughout the night whenever you want to study. We are in this together and I've been there. But what if I told you that you could actually study at night without draining down coffee into your body? So make sure to watch this video to the end because I am going to be telling you how to do it. This worked for me. I am not a night person at all. 9 p.m. I might be gone. It's so bad that whenever I'm trying to sleep and I'm not feeling sleepy, all I need to do is to carry a school note and start reading, and I know I'm going to sleep off definitely. But in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you how I did it without being a night owl and how you can do it too. So let's get right into it. First thing first, set the vibe. I promise you, all you need is an energetic vibe. I'm not talking about the kind of vibe that involves gymnastics and gets you sleepy 30 minutes after you're awake, but I'm talking about the vibe that keeps you awake. Because studying at night is not about forcing yourself to stay awake. It's about working with your body and not working against it. So your environment matters a lot. You can't be studying with dim lights, studying on your bed, playing soft music in the background in the midnight like you are in the spa. If you want to Netflix and chill, you know how you set the whole environment and mentally prepare your mind to the fact that you just want to watch movie and eat snacks and sleep off. That's how it feels when you want to study. Studying is treat it like a business, especially at night, like serious business where you have to set the tone. That's why whenever I have to study at night, I try not to stay on my bed or in my room, because in my hostel there's a common room where we can sit down, there are chairs and table, you can sit down to study. So I make sure I sit around people who are studying too, or even if I'm the only person there, doesn't matter. I make sure that I'm sitting down, I make sure that all the bulbs are on, everywhere is bright and sharp. I don't stay in my room because I just don't know, because 1 minute I'm reading, the next minute I wake up. When did I fall asleep? You can listen to music when you're about to start studying for the first 20 to 30 minutes. I'm talking about actual music that you can dance to and do leg walk to, like sharp music that's going to open your eyes to reality. You can even be singing the lyrics along, right? You can rinse your face, you can brush your teeth, you can talk to someone for like 5 to 10 minutes just to open your eyes, even if it's gist or you guys are actually talking about something meaningful, just to clear your eyes. Of course, I'm talking about, in this case, you woke up in the midnight to read, right? So maybe you slept from like 7 p.m. to 12, and then you're waking up like 1 a.m. I'm talking about when you're waking up in the midnight to study for these tips that I'm giving. Because what do you mean you're not a night owl and you did not sleep in the afternoon? You did not do siesta, you did not sleep in the evening, you did not sleep few hours at night before you woke up. Like, you've just been awake throughout the day and you want to take that same energy into the midnight. For somebody who is not a night person, you are deceiving yourself, and I am not involved. You have to be agile, you have to be active. I'm always amazed whenever I see somebody who is going to study in the common room and they are taking their pillow, they are taking throw pillow, they are taking neck pillow, they are taking blankets, wrapper, tissue, big bottle water, snacks, everything. I'm like, are you going to have a sleepover there or you're going to study? Like a serious business, but just wear clothes and carry your books. Studying is serious business, so move like that. Use bright light. Don't get too comfy. Don't read in a chair where you can just melt into and sleep off and forget yourself. Don't put your head down like, oh, let me just put my head down, I'm not sleeping, I just want to put my head. Don't make that move, because if you do that, you're gonna sleep off. And once you feel like doing that, it's time to move to point 2. Point number 2, move it, move it. Every 30 minutes, get up and walk about. Once I studied for 2 hours straight and I did not sit. I was pacing around a particular area on the corridor, and I was just, going from here back and forth, going from here back and forth. And it was between 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. and I did not sit. I was standing while studying. While I understand that this cannot work for everybody, and even me, there's no way I'm going to be, every night I want to study, I'm going to be standing, right? But finding time mid-study session to walk about actually helps. It brings back your agility, it opens your eyes, you're still carrying your book. You can use that period to just reiterate everything that you've read, do a mind mapping and try to recall everything that you've read. But don't overdo it, because it's not a workout session, and of course you're not just roaming about aimlessly. Like I said earlier, you're trying to make use of that period. Maybe you take advantage of that period to go and eat yourself, or to talk to someone, or to just revise everything that you've been studying while you were sitting. It's okay to be dramatic about it, because we're trying to keep ourselves awake. Like, do as if we are giving a speech and be talking about what you have studied. You are revising, but you're talking about it like it's something you're passionate about. Teach these materials out loud. Make weird faces, like It's funny, but it actually helps to keep you active, to keep you awake. If somebody catches you doing this, I'm not involved. Like, add weird voices, add weird faces, just make it fun. Like, I do it when I'm studying and I just change my accent and I'm trying to revise. I'm like, education is the stuff, blah, blah, blah. All those kind of things will be trying to sleep away from your eyes because that's what you're trying to do. At the same time, we're not just trying to spend the night staying awake, we're trying to spend the night studying. So this brings me to my third point. Ditch the coffee and try this instead. Coffee is overrated. Just stay hydrated. Yep, the same old water. Bonus tip, make it cold or drink it in a very dramatic way. So for instance, you want to drink water, act like you're trying to drink gin. I say all these things sound stupid, but they actually work. Also, snacking is not bad. Like keeping your mouth moving is definitely a good one. If you check online, you see they'll say stuff like, "Oh, take nuts, take fruits, don't do this." Or me, I don't really care. Anything I take at night, as far as you're not doing a midnight buffet, you're just taking snacks. Please eat whatever you want to eat. That's the least of my problem. So snacking is not a problem. But stay hydrated. Do not drink coffee. You don't need it. The fourth point that's going to help you stay awake is understanding the power of micro goals. Now, let's be real. Reading 3 pages sounds very easier, quicker, faster than having to read a whole chapter. Meanwhile, a whole chapter might just be twice or thrice the 3 pages. So when you break the whole chapter, instead of saying, I want to read this whole chapter, just say, I'm going to read these first 3 pages, right? This one is still more sensible than 5 minute rule. And I feel like that 5 minute rule that everybody says, oh, do this, is kind of dumb. Like, it doesn't work. For me, it doesn't work. So if you don't know what the 5 minutes rule, 5 minutes rule is basically like, we believe that starting something is the other part, and once it starts, you get into it and you don't want to leave. So you tell yourself that you're going to study for 5 minutes, but then when you study for 5 minutes, you realize that you continue and you won't stop because you can't study for 5 minutes. But that's exactly my problem with it. I cannot study for 5 minutes, so there's no way I'm going to tell my friend that let's just study for 5 minutes and he's going to agree because we both know that we ain't gonna study for 5 minutes. So that one, just say you're going to study 3 pages. Then on the third page, you can put like a sticky note, just write something like, oh, you made it this far, I'm so proud of you, I can't believe you are still awake, kisses and hugs, just put it there. Then you start reading. When you get to that third page where you see that sticky note, it's time for you to take a break. You can take a snack, you can walk about, you can do whatever you want to do, and then you come back to it again. The next time you need to study at night, just remember that you don't need to be a night owl before you study. You just need to have the right hacks and the right strategies. And these strategies personally worked for me. And if you listen very well to everything I've said, you see that the highlight of everything is be active during the night. So don't do things that are going to put you in the position of sleep. Don't study on your bed. If possible, don't study in your room. Don't study with dim light. Don't study when you wake up in the midnight. How about just brushing your teeth first and rinsing your face, or starting music and just moving your body, dancing for like 5 minutes. Like all these things actually open your eyes, especially if you are just waking up from sleep. Once your eyes are clear, I promise you, you can go till daybreak. But the thing is, if your eyes are not clear before you start reading, that might be a problem. And that's why I said that if you're not a night owl, the worst thing you can do to yourself is to deceive yourself by not sleeping either in the afternoon, evening, or few hours at night before you start studying and you want to start reading. That's not going to work. So make sure you've gotten rest first, and then when you wake up, do stuff that keep you active first, like move your body, talk to someone, reply your messages, check Instagram for like 5 minutes. But the problem is that when you do that now, you might be reluctant to now close the Instagram or TikTok and go back to your books. But all those tips work, I promise you. Put your mind to it and try it out. If you have other tips that keeps you awake at night, put it in the comment section because I will be stealing them. I'm sure you don't mind. So make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe because I know you found this video helpful. I'll see you in my next video.